Two fair dice, each with sides numbered 1 to 6, are thrown simultaneously, and their outcomes, the number of the sides facing up, are added. If it's assumed that the probability of getting x as the sum of the outcomes is equal to probability of getting x plus 4 as the sum of the outcomes, then what is the probability of getting x as the sum of the outcomes? That means, what can be said? Can we understand that if two dice are thrown, the probability of getting x, sum is x, is equal to the probability of getting that the sum is x plus 4. So that is the case. Getting a sum as x is equal to probability that the sum is x plus 4. Now, how is the sum be possible of two throws which are there? So minimum sum possible, can we say minimum sum? If two throws are there, the minimum sum possible, that is 2, and maximum sum possible when two dice are thrown, that is 12. So let's understand, how can you get a sum as x, and how can you get that the sum is x plus 4? So create cases. If x is, let's say, 2, right? It can't be less than 2. If x is 2, x plus 4, that is 6. If x is 3, this will be 7. X is 4. What about this case? It will be 8. X is 5. It will be 9. X is 6. It will be 10. X is 7. This will be 11. X is 8. It will be 12. Now, that's the possibilities, or all these cases are listed here. It can't be any other case. Why? Because minimum sum possible, that is 2, and maximum sum possible, that is 12, right? Which we understood here. It can't be less than 2, greater than 12. Makes sense, right? So these are the possible cases, and we have to find out a case wherein the sum is x is equal to sum as x plus. So what about probability that the sum is 2? Let's take case number 1. Okay, let's say case number 1. How can you get that the sum is 2? How can you get a sum as 2? So sum is 2 in a case 1, 1, right? Let's just case number 1. So sum is 2. How can you get a sum of 2 on two rolls or two throws? That is on the first one and the second one. So probability that the sum is 2, is going to be 1 upon 36. Why? Because there are 36 choices. Two dice rolled, total choices are 36. Favorable outcome, that is 1. What about 6? How can you get a sum of 6? What are the cases possible? You can get 1, 5. You can get 2, 4, 3, 3, right? It could be 4, 2, or it could be 5, 1. Yes or no? So what will be the probability of getting the sum is 6? How can you get a probability of sum as 6? Total number you already know, that is 36. Favorable 2, 4, 5. So 5 upon 36 is the probability of getting a sum as 6. Now, are these two equal? 1 upon 36, 5 upon 36. That means this case number 1 is not valid, right? Their probabilities of getting a sum as 2 is not equal to probability of getting a sum as 6. That means we have eliminated one of the case. Similarly, let's understand and find out the second one, getting a sum as 3, getting a sum as 7. All right, let's find out the cases. I have removed this. Let's find out the cases. Sum as 3. How can the sum be 3? It could be 1, 2, or it could be 2, 1. So what will be the probability that the sum is 3? That is going to be 36 total number, yes or no? And 2 outcomes, so 2 upon 36. What about 7? Getting a 7 sum, 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 4, 4, 3, 5, 2, 6, 1. Are they equal? Probability that the sum is 7. Is that equal? So how many choices? Total 36. Favorable 2, 4, 6 upon 36. Are they equal? 2 upon 36, 6 upon 36? No. That means second case also gets cancelled. Okay, so you just have to find out where are the cases equal to each other. The number of the cases, if they are equal, their probabilities will be equal, right? Let's understand case number 3, that is 4 and 8, and figure out how many cases are there and what is the probability of getting 4. So how many cases of getting 4? It is 1 comma 3. It could be 2 2. It could be 3 1. Yes or no? Now, what will be the probability of getting an 8, or number of ways of getting an 8? So it will be 2 6. It will be 3 5. It will be 4 4. It will be 5 3. It will be 6 2. Are they equal? The probability of getting a sum as 4, is it equal to 8? No. They are not equal. Why? Because the favorable outcomes for 4 is 3 and favorable outcome for 8 is how much? It's 5. So that means the probability of getting sum as 4 and sum as 8 is not equal. We require them to be equal. That means case number 3 also eliminated. Let's understand case number 4, that is 5 and 9, right? Let's say getting a 5. How can you get a sum as 5? So sum is 5 is 1 4, 2 3, 3 2, and 4 1. So what will be the probability of getting sum is 5? Sum is 5. That is out of 36, 4 outcomes are required. Favorable 4. What about 9? How can you get a sum as 9? It could be 3 6, starting with 3, 3 6, 4 5, 5 4, 6 2, 6 3. So that means how many cases? What is the probability? Probability that the sum is 9. That is total number, that is 36. Favorable number, that is 4. 4 choices are there. So that is 4 upon 36. Is it equal? Yes. Probability that the sum is 5 is equal to probability that the sum is 9. Both are coming out to be 4 upon 36. That means that's the valid case. Other cases we can eliminate. We just have to find out this particular case where the probabilities are equal of x and getting a sum as x plus 9, right? So what is the probability? That is, in a simplified form, that is 1 upon 9. In both the cases, the question was, what is the probability that the sum is x? We found out x as 5. So probability of getting the sum is x or 5. In this case, that is 1 upon 9. That is our correct answer. Option C is the correct. I hope this detailed solution helped you a lot in understanding the question well and finding out all the possibilities and all the cases.